All right, it's a little after 10 here, so we're about to get started. We have seats if you would like to take a seat or if you'd like to stand. We have a bunch of room back there. So my name is Sam Peterson. I'm the communications coordinator here at Millcreek, and we're here today to do the unveiling of the Millcreek Township new identity. And more than a seal, there's a few extra designs and a commitment to residents in the form of a new mission, vision, and value statement. This was a lot of team effort that was involved in this. It was months of hard work and hard labor from us, and we had to include resident input and be fiscally responsible with everything involved. So this unveiling directly to members of the community, you guys, is important as a showing of our new commitment to residents. As some background, we're far from the only municipality to do this. One such example could be Raleigh, North Carolina. They had an old seal that had some historical value, but unfortunately, no graphical standards went with it. And over time, their communication director said it had been violated, edited, and they weren't really respecting it. So Raleigh eventually went through this whole process of getting resident input and unveiling their new design, which they now own. Millcreek Township is the largest municipality in western Pennsylvania, and by virtue of its size, it deserves a unique design to truly call its own. Taking this step is an absolute necessity for us in our new commitment to communicating and being with residents. So if the supervisors could, we'll do the unveiling. I'll give a countdown here. All righty, and we got 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you all for being here. This is such a beautiful turnout. I can't even name all of the people that are here. So I just know that it means so much to me that you came here for Millcreek. We have worked together. Some of us are neighbors, and we value the relationships with all of you, and we can't wait to continue that moving forward. This is a new chapter for Millcreek. We are honored to be able to present this seal to you. This seal has been a labor of love, an idea that transformed into an image. Almost a year of spirited discussions, survey, interpretation, and research have birthed this symbol of our township. The seal itself represents a collection of symbols, each holding their own meaning and telling their story, the story of Millcreek. At the heart of the seal, you will see the lighthouse. When we first came to the images that might represent Millcreek or what Millcreek represents, we started with a list of words. What words does it mean? What words exemplify or represent Millcreek Township? And we kept coming back to the word home and family. So it was with this that we decided to choose the lighthouse. The lighthouse is a beacon for home. Its light shines in all directions and calls out to each resident or future resident to welcome them home, to show them where they can find their way back. This uniquely designed lighthouse is actually from the North Pier. It serves as a solid anchor where all our employees and our residents and those that would like to become residents can count on, that will lead these people home to safe waters. The lighthouse is steady and strong, like our township. The symbolism associated with the seal has stars representing the 6 values of Millcreek Township. These values, of course, were found through the interpretation of our surveys and the results of many conversations with residents. The 6 symbols are, the 6 values: family, industry, safety, sustainability, recreation, and stewardship. Stewardship means a lot to me because I feel that we are a community of neighbors. And this is something that I would like to make sure that each one of our residents understands, is that we are neighbors to each other, whether we live in Bell Valley or in Westlake. We are neighbors. We are a family, every one of us, and it takes all of us to be members of that family. The three colors that are here represent the different landscapes of Millcreek Township, while the lines represent the three supervisors. All in all, we want everyone to know that Millcreek is a welcoming community of neighbors. We are here to help, we are here to be stewards, and we are here to make you feel safe and loved. So thank you very much. And now we are on to our mission. Is that right? Oh, I lied.
Thanks, Kim. Secondary designs are also part of our process here. My personal favorite, obviously, is the sunset, the sky, the lighthouse. That is our logo, and obviously, tagging along with the seal are our alternative marks. They're meant to be used externally for promotional items, such as T-shirts and other items that we would pass out during certain events. We work with Erie Apparel, and in the coming weeks, we'll be running a shirt with that exact design on it, with the Millcreek 1800 Township. We also have abbreviated seals, official word marks, and different designs for different situations. We also will be doing an employee sale for certain clothing, and such as polos, quarter zips, jackets for the employees to wear, along with the main seal that you see here that's been unveiled. Thanks.
I don't need that.
Just wanted to reiterate that we received resident input through the 2017 Embrace Millcreek survey that was consistent with the wording and imagery that we gathered from the survey in late 2022. The 2022 survey was done in-house here by our personnel, and the design of the seal was also done in-house and was only sent to an outside consultant to finalize the design. We have been very mindful of the cost of the communication campaign. In fact, some aspects have seen a 50% reduction in cost while still maintaining the overall goal. This has been a true team effort, led by Sam Peterson, who spoke earlier, whose creativity, organization, and fiscal responsibility has been amazing. I'd also like to personally acknowledge Ashley Marsteller, who's here, Jessica Stutzman, Matt Waldinger, Kim Clear, and Judy Zlina, who recently retired, for all of their hard work in this process. And thank you for coming.
I would like to now introduce Representative Bizzarro, Senator Laughlin, and County Executive Davis. They're each going to be saying a few words today about our mission, values, and our commitment to the future. So, thank you very much. I now give you Representative Ryan Bizzarro.
Thank you. It's great to be here today. To the supervisors, the staff, you did a hell of a job, an amazing job at rebranding Millcreek Township. As chairman of the policy committee, and my counterpart in the Senate is also chair of the Senate Policy Committee, we have the opportunity, the unique opportunity, to go around the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to see what other communities are doing to help rebrand themselves and revitalize themselves. And I got to tell you, Millcreek is head and shoulders above what other communities are doing. The vision for our future could not be any clearer, no pun intended, this clear. I'm confident the only place that we can go is up from here. I am very happy to be part of this bipartisan, multi-level government process that's going to help make Millcreek a better place to live, work, and grow. Thank you for having me today. Supervisor Clear? To you.
Thank you so much. I would now like to introduce Senator Dan Laughlin.
Not much of a microphone guy either. I like to talk with my hands a little bit. Look, I'm going to stray from what you asked me to kind of go on here, Jim. Get your cameras ready. Relax, though. Look, I'm going to just tell you my story. I live in Millcreek Township, and my wife and I, we had lived out in the county prior to our move to Millcreek. And we had 2 young children at the time. And we moved here 25 years ago. And it's because I consider this a community of choice. We chose to live here. And a lot of people, born, raised, never really leave their hometown or their region, which is fine. It's a lot of people wind up where they live just like that, right? We all have similar stories for sure. But we chose to live in Millcreek Township. We chose to live here because the taxes were low, the schools were good, plenty of amenities. My wife's probably going to be a little bit mad, but they had good ice cream shops as well. Safe neighborhoods to live and raise your kids in. We never had to worry about our children being outside playing, and quite frankly, that means an awful lot to anybody that has young kids, I can tell you that. And, the economy in Millcreek is doing well. There's plenty of industry to get a job at. At the time of the move, most of the homes that I was building were in Millcreek Township. There was a little bit less red tape then, I will say, but, but we can work on that. And it's, it's good to see a community thrive and have the township supervisors put actual effort into making their community a better place to live and work, and quite frankly, raise your family. And I hope that suffices, Kim. So thank you. Thank you all for being here today.
Well said. And now I'd like to introduce County Executive Davis.
So good morning. I don't know what else can be said. I find it kind of unique that all of us sitting up here are residents of Millcreek. So it's not that we have a favorite. We like all of our municipalities equally. At least I do. In all truth, I was asked to speak on the mission. What is this mission? I think a lot of folks are going to sit at home and question, what is the importance of this rebranding? Why are we doing what we're doing? And what I can see is a movement all across Erie County, and specific to Millcreek, is you see it's established in 1800. As Supervisor Clear said, it's deeply rooted in history. It's important to recognize history. It's important to learn from history. But it can also become that Achilles heel when you cling too much to that history, that you set your feet in concrete. You're not willing to change. You're not willing to adapt. And this is a testament of a new page, a new history. And for the first time ever in our lifetimes, to see these investments from the federal government, the state government, the county government, down working to the municipalities, to all row in the same direction. So I think to me, this is just a matter of embracing the change, the positive that's around the corner, the positive that we're building together. So I want to just commend you all for having the courage to change what most fight not in my backyard. And hopefully we have the courage to continue to challenge those paradigms in the future. And I appreciate you all for coming.
Thank you very much for being here. I believe that Sam is now going to talk a little bit about our new campaign that will be going out, Millcreek Made. And when he's done, I'm going to talk about my own story with Millcreek Made.
Of course. So Millcreek Made is going to be our communications campaign for how we're going to communicate this change to residents. It's important that we tell people that a change happens. That's why the very first word there you see is reimagined look. And then Millcreek Made, what does Millcreek Made mean? You can either be made in Millcreek, you grew up here, or maybe you were made by Millcreek. Maybe you made something of yourself somewhere else and you started here in Millcreek. And we really want people to share their stories about being Millcreek Made and what they think Millcreek Made means to them. That's why we have a survey. We're going to have a QR code back here that you guys can all take the survey about your Millcreek Made experiences. In terms of the other aspects of this communications campaign, we have a new website that's going to launch next week. It's going to be sleeker, easier for residents to get around, and easier to get that vital information. We have billboards. We've partnered with Lamar, and we actually have billboards starting on Monday that look just like that. That is the preview that Lamar sent. So again, reimagine look, the very first word, so people know a change happened, and we are an inspired community. That's our vision. We also have some interviews shot with the school district. So thank you, Leanna. We have some just high-ranking school district officials talking about their experiences and just everything they have learned from the community in Millcreek. We're still actively searching for more people to interview, so if you think you have a really good Millcreek Made story, my business card's back there. Please reach out to me. And then finally, we have a t-shirt. Now that t-shirt you see on the very end there is from Erie Apparel. So in the coming weeks, they're going to be launching this shirt for anyone to purchase. It's going to be available in their stores, and we've been happy to work with them. They were the graphic design consultant that helped us finalize this design, and we couldn't be happier with their work. But again, we did most of it in-house. And I believe one last thing. So County Executive Davis spoke a bit about history, and we have established 1800 on this seal. If anyone noticed, if you have a sharp eye, we had established 1803 on the last seal, so which is correct. Both of them are correct. 1800 is the founding of the county, March 12th, 1800. And then 1803 was when the first supervisors were elected. There was like a small period in between. So just a little fun fact that both are correct if you want to say 1800 or 1803. But we're going to go with 1800 just because it has a date attached to it. So with that, I am going to pass the mic to Supervisor Clear.
Okay, and I won't be long-winded, but I do want to just give a round of applause here. I would love everyone to give a round of applause to Sam Peterson. He is our communications coordinator. He was hired in August to help us reimagine the future of Millcreek and what that was going to look like and how it was going to take shape. This is a pivotal moment for Millcreek Township. This is the moment that we decide to take the future into our own hands. And I cannot thank Sam enough for all of the work that he's done. He is a visionary, so round of applause for Sam. And I just want to tell you my own little Millcreek Made story. You know, when we were trying to get our residents to be able to share their own story, it came down to, okay, what does it mean to be a part of Millcreek or made in Millcreek? I am not from Millcreek. I cannot say I was born and raised in Millcreek. I was a wannabe Millcreeker. I lived at 43rd and Harvard, so I was a block away. And my friends lived in Millcreek, and they lived in these sprawling neighborhoods where they could get on their bike and go from neighborhood to friend's house to backyard. And it was like the dream. That's what I wanted. So when my husband and I decided, when we had our daughter, we decided where were we going to make ourselves? We chose Millcreek. That's what I want for my children. That's what I want for my students that I had in school when they were considering where they were going to go and what they were going to do. And a lot of the options were, you're going to have to leave. I want them to find themselves here and make themselves here in Millcreek and in Erie County. And so I want to thank all of the people from all over Erie County that came out today to support Millcreek. We are so excited to work with you as we go into the future. So thank you all for being here and being a part of this and a part of Millcreek moving forward. Thank you. We have cake, yes. Giant Eagle, I guess everyone loves Giant Eagle. But with our emblem put on it, Of course, the machine was broken this morning when they called me, but it got made, thank God. So we do have cake and lemonade and water out in the lobby for everyone. We also have back here a few items that we would like to share with you. Just some pieces of how we're going to be going moving forward. We have our T-shirts that our streets department will be, and our sewer department, anyone that works here. We have these, and we have some other things too you can kind of come up and look at and whatever. So thank you. Thanks for being here.